Everybody keeps saying, Drew, you can't restock your merch. You don't know how. You're too stupid. But guess what, loser? I figured it out. And now you can buy more shirts at drewgoodshop.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my braless wife bringing me a sandwich I didn't ask for.
I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game. I'm about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich not asked for with chips as I get a double kill in bot lane. So how's your day doing? Alright, going. How's your day going? This guy's bragging a little bit too much, huh?
So I made a Twitch account in 2018 with the intention of streaming regularly, and in the 4 years since, I have streamed once. I keep telling myself I'll go back to it, but as with everything else in life, I remember it's just so much easier not to, so I don't. But today, that all changes, thanks to the help of one man, Tyler Ninja Blevins. If you don't know who Ninja is, he's sort of the Michael Jordan of having blue hair. If you do know who Ninja is, you probably expected me to say he's the Michael Jordan of Twitch streaming.
I did not know who Ninja was until I saw that really cringy New York New Year's Eve doing the floss, man. I saw that and I thought to myself, who put him there and who is he? I don't understand. I'm not seeing enough movement. Yes, that. Yes. I was like, oh, who is this guy?
But that would imply that he's one of the very best at it. I don't know if that's true. I think at this point, there are tons of people doing an equal or better job of representing how fun and exciting Twitch can be. Ninja might just be the only streamer that, like, your grandma has heard of because she saw him on Ellen. Since there's such a large portion of the general population that had no idea what a Fortnite stream was when their kids told them it was their new favorite thing to watch, I think someone had to be anointed as, like, the face of it. And Ninja is a high...
I cannot believe Ninja's been on national television. That's mind-blowing.
Energy guy. He's very good at video games. He made himself super marketable, and he used to stream all the time, which made him constantly accessible. He was the right dude in the right moment, playing the right game, and to his credit, he totally embraced it. Not everyone in that position would have said yes to as many things as he did. Sometimes it's actually okay not to do everything that's offered to you, because you never know when you might end up unsuccessfully trying to cheer up a bunch of cold, wet New Yorkers by
Oh my god, this is the first thing I ever saw of Ninjas. Like, I knew of Ninja, I just didn't know what he looked like, and like, all I knew is that he played Fortnite. But this is the first clip I ever saw of him doing something, and I was like...
like your life depends on it. I'm not seeing enough movement! As far as...
God, I love it. Such a funny clip. That's an eternal clip right there.
As I can tell, Ninja is just a guy who got way more famous than he ever needed to be. And apart from his weird creator beefs and
well, that's because kids. Yeah, like... Kids are such a massive factor in popularity. Like, if you are not kid-oriented or you're not, like, PG-13... like entertainment, then you lose out on a lot of like attention. Kai, a lot of kids watch Kai. A lot. He has a lot of energy.
Notoriously bizarre tweets. I don't really have too strong of an opinion about him at this point in my life. Anyway, all of that brings us up to a few months ago, March 2022. Ninja launches his exclusive masterclass. With years of clicking and yelling now under his belt, Tyler is finally ready to share the secrets that led him to the top for the... Maybe
I should buy it so I can learn and be a better streamer, chat. I actually like Kai. No, chat, I'm not trying to shame you for liking what you like. I've seen clips of Kai and Speed, and I think they've had wholesome and funny moments a lot. Like, I thought it was like, maybe I should watch the stream sometime, because I think they're entertaining. Mostly because of me, I don't have, like, the time to do it. But if I had no time, I'd probably browse and, like, actually look at their streams. I saw the clip of when they were doing chain together and then they pulled on each other's chains. God, that was so funny. When they fell and Speed pulled Kai in real life and then it dragged him backwards and he's screaming. It's so funny to me. But like my point is that they are entertaining for a reason.
The low price of one annual membership to masterclass.com. For the record, this is a 1-month class, but in order to take it, you have to be subscribed to the website for an entire year, which will cost you $180. A small price to pay once you find out they have classes from both Clintons. So you already know the drill. I'm going to sign up for this class, and I'm going to regret it. Full disclosure, I signed up for this already. I'm filming this intro after the fact. Can someone tell me why
No way, man.
the fuck I bought the Duo version? Did I think I was going to be watching him on 2 devices at the same time? What would that even accomplish for
That
me?
sounds
So
like a
anyway,
skill issue.
I spent $240 on this class. Most people will choose to spend a little bit less. One of the first things he gives you at the start of the class is a PDF document with all sorts of gaming and streaming.
My brain is so rotted from like the last 3 months that PDF just automatically made me think of pedophile. Dude, my brain is rotting! Help!
Lingo. I cannot overstate how helpful this glossary is. There are some extremely advanced terms on here that would have thrown me for a loop had I heard them casually
What?
used throughout one of the courses. You know, things like keyboard, YouTube,
What?
mouse. Apparently that's the
Whoa.
thing that you click with, but I don't know. I'm still new to this. The true beginning of this class is a section that has equipment for all different budgets, links on where to buy everything, and honestly, that's a
Okay, honest to God.
There is no help.
Hold on, honest to God, I actually think that's useful. I just don't think it's worth $140 or whatever he said. I get asked all the freaking time, like, what do you run? Do you use webcam? Do you use camera? Do you do this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, this is, blah, blah. Like, that's insane. How outdated are those links? Well, this is from a year ago, this video specifically. Yeah. Alerts? Yeah, I turned them off, my bad. Yeah.
pretty valuable resource to have all in one place. But I can't help but laugh whenever he says something like this.
You only need one monitor. If you can afford more than one, then that is definitely recommended. But if you can't afford 2 monitors,
If you can't afford a second monitor because I made you spend the cost of one on this class, then you know what? That's on me. That's my bad. Sorry about that. That's kind of the irony of this whole section.
I recommend.
I'm gonna say it when I got a second monitor. So I used to play on a gaming laptop that I put on my stomach for a long, long time. And when I got a second monitor finally after getting a PC, it changed my life. It really did. For how long? A couple of years. I always put a book underneath. If that makes you feel any better, I always put a book underneath. You definitely have cancer. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. But yeah, I never. How many do you have now? I have 2. I feel like if I had 3, I'd be like way too crazy with it. But when I finally got a PC and I built it and I got a decent monitor and then a second monitor, oh my god, it's so much better. You can stream with one, it's just hard. It is.
And that you spend a good amount of money on your gaming PC.
Relative to other hobbies, streaming can be very expensive to start out. Even the lowest end computer that he recommends.
Why didn't you get a small desk? Because I was broke and I lived in a tiny cabin, motherfucker. That's why. Oh, why didn't you just get more money? Because I was broke, man. I survived on like, what, $400 a week? That's between like rent.
is about
Stop being poor,
$1,000, and you
Lamau.
still have to buy a microphone, a webcam, a mouse, and keyboard, 2 things we just learned about earlier. He really tries to stress how every dollar is so important when you're starting out. So it's like, I don't know, maybe save 180 of them for equipment and then just watch an OBS YouTube tutorial for free. Speaking of which, I love this line.
It's plug and play for a reason. It may seem a little scary, but it's not. There's tutorials everywhere on the internet.
Ninja, I don't know if you know this. You're filming a tutorial. Don't outsource the work to someone else.
That's a good point. Why don't you just show him? Because then you're like creating also another parasocial like dynamic of like having people explain, like your favorite content creator tells you how to set up OBS for free. Whoa!
Just tell me how to do these things while I'm here. In the class that you're teaching.
In this second clip, you will already immediately see the evolution of my streaming personality.
Ninja MLG.
What's going on, guys?
It's so funny to hear
Oh my god, the mic quality!
him describe the things that he does well in like an analytical way.
Okay, here we go. See, now it's okay. We're on a good lead.
You can see I'm wearing my hat. I'm clearly doing a funny voice.
And obviously you probably noticed as well that I will
God.
often make
Oh, the halo and the crispy mic. That is amazing. I love that.
silly faces. So sometimes I'll do one of these, you know, or maybe I'll hit him with one of these.
And sometimes I'll hit it with one of these. Blah, blah. Oh my god. No, it's true. You shouldn't be like blank when you're like streaming, or at least for the most part.
And that's just one of those funny ass things you can do.
And, you know, of course, it's entertaining to watch.
This makes me laugh, and laugh so hard.
This next clip I'm going to show you
Yeah.
is kind of me evolving a little bit as a content creator.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. What do you guys notice that has changed?
Your hair.
My background has changed. I had a better chair.
Okay, so evolving as a creator means buying a more expensive
Yes.
chair.
My light setup was totally different, way more appealing.
All right, well, I thought maybe he was going to talk a little bit more about like evolving your personality, but it seems like his advice is just to, you know, spend more money on the wall behind you. Hey, he's the master.
Drew is analyzing this too much. Because people don't understand that you can't emulate personality. You can tell someone to start streaming. They're not gonna do it, man. Like, my personality has definitely evolved. But at the same time, I really haven't changed anything. I haven't even bought a better mic than when I started with. When I first started with 5 viewers, I used one of those mics that plugs into like the headset, and then you can unplug it. And then I got a Yeti mic, and that was about it. I haven't changed it in like a year and a half, I think, and I'm fine.
And this is his class.
Things in the background were more appealing. You know, you have the gaming fridge, of course, with the energy drinks in there. That's always fun to look at.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun looking at that fridge.
Hey man, we're gonna go wear suits to the new Minions
Are you kidding me? He got a fridge in the background?
movie. You trying to come?
No can do, big guy. I have got my day filled.
Oh wow. That fridge is really fun to look at.
I know.
And the very first
Yeah,
one, it was just my
wow.
full screen webcam. The next one, I was reacting to a clip that I had, and, you know, I was wearing a hat.
All right, there we go. If you want to get better at streaming, put on a hat. You know, that's probably why my friend Chris is so good at streaming. That dude has so many hats.
My headphones were upgraded. The my hair was blue.
Now we're getting somewhere. These are actionable steps.
I need to change my hair. Chat, help! 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 I need to change my hair for content. Ooh, 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 yeah, wow. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Look at that retention. Look at that viewer retention. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then, Baba Booey. Please don't break. Oh my god, that broke. It broke again. Fuck me! Damn it! No, it broke! It broke, no! Okay, we're good. Just kidding. Haha, nothing happened. Right, chat? Wow.
Wear a funny hat and dye your hair. If you're like me and you're not exactly sure why that matters so much, he does actually have some pretty insightful commentary about it.
People really wanted me to always have my hair blue, and it just became a part of my brand. There are a couple of categories.
Oh.
Do people really care about that? Like, actually? No, seriously, I'm asking this, like, actually. Like, some people, yes. That is so weird. Oh, you have to have your hair blue. You're ninja. People hate change. That's actually a good point. Never mind. I understand now that I think about, like, VTubing.
Okay, I guess that's absolutely great editing there. Gotta love the cut right as he's opening his mouth to say more. I couldn't believe, actually, how many times he mentions his blue hair in this class.
Okay, so we have ninja blue hair, right? I dyed my hair blue, and everyone thought, okay, now blue-haired person, me dyeing my hair blue, and my hair was blue.
Chat, you need to dye your hair in order to stand out as a streamer. It's not part of your personality. No, personality does not matter when you stream. It's more everything is about appearance, right, chat? Say it with me. Yeah, that's right.
It's almost like he's convinced himself that one of the secrets to his success is that he dyed his hair a funny color. Well, since it seems to be such an integral part of his brand, maybe we should check in on a stream now and see how it looks.
Listen, just know that I will set my alarm at 5 a.m. so I can see all of your guys.
Wait a minute, his hair's not blue.
As morning wood.
Oh.
I forgot to look at his hair. I think most people's experience with this class will be that it's very front-loaded with content. He's got a little over an hour about the basics of what you need to just hit the go live button. And then the next section is 23 minutes long. He starts flying through these short lessons that are like, practice the game that you like. And
oh my God. If you have to practice... No, that's not how streaming works, man. You have to be, like, really good at the game for people to watch, or you have to be entertaining, man. Nah, you just can't. Gotta get on DBD chat. It's time.
Also, don't stream too much, but don't not stream too much.
Good luck.
He even spends 2 of these very crucial minutes just rambling on about one specific Dead by Daylight trick he saw once, and it's like,
DBD! Oh my God!
Dude, could you have written something down for this?
It's called like a 360.
Why does it seem like...
Oh my God, the guy's talking about spinning. That is so cringe. Oh my God, man. He actually talks about spinning?
Half the class is him going, oh shit, what else?
And then you just do it.
No scopes. No scopes are cool. So, you could do one of those. Before you even have time to process anything that he said in section 2, we're already breezing right into section 3, which is less than 23 minutes long. It's so visibly short at first glance that they had to pad it out.
They probably didn't even give him a script. They just said, like, do whatever and we'll, like, cut it together and then we'll be fine.
By copying and pasting 2 lessons from the previous section. Share your streams with the community and engage with each other. And now, do it again.
Listen to your chat. The next time they come in, if they say something about their dog, maybe their dog isn't feeling well, and they come in the next day and you're just like, hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? How's your dog, man? You probably just secured that viewer for life.
Ask people if their dog is sick. He's got a...
Yo, chat, how's your dog? Is it sick? So fucking stupid. Hey, Alana, why didn't you ask about my dog? Bro. I know you're joking, but, like... Chat, there's a fine line. There's some people who unironically trauma dump in streams and want that kind of attention. It's kind of sad. Yeah, some people go into like 1 to 2 viewer chats and start talking and trauma dumping about how their mom died 2 days ago and now they're like having a mental breakdown and they need someone to talk to, and the streamer's just sitting there like, that's really nice, but like I'm not a therapist, man. It's terrifying. I've had to deal with it.
Section about how to deal with trolls, which is definitely something to be wary of if you're going to be doing anything in a live setting. I love that this is the only example of an insult that he could come up with on the spot.
Like, if someone says, "Hey Ninja, your hair is looking really blue today, kind of weird," I'd be like, "Yeah, that is kind of weird."
Dude had one thing on his mind that day.
Blue hair.
I really liked when he went on this long explanation of how to ban people and specifically described each and everything to do, but they never showed his screen. I mean, you can kind of see it in this shot, but it's a little blurry. Now they're going to show us.
So this user, I'm going to demonstrate how to ban and unban them. It is literally as simple as pressing 2 buttons. So you have their...
I'm sorry, but like, if you need Ninja to like show you how to like click a ban button and then unban them, you are the target demographic of wasting $180. You don't need to buy it's just like, dude, it's a button, man. It's a little X, like a little stop sign with a cross through it. That's it.
Username, you click ban,
Ninja,
and you simply just unban.
I can't see what you're doing, buddy. This happens multiple times. It kind of makes me think that they just forgot to record his screen while he was doing this section, and instead of attempting to recreate that B-roll, they just gave up and put nothing there.
Yeah,
it's so bad. That's not even Tyler's fault, you know, but it does show a general lack of caring from everyone involved. There are times where the
Doma's big streamers like, you have monsters you're banning for you, but he's showing it for people who start out. That's my point. Like, I know, like, it's like the mod's job and whatever, because I'm here to, like, you know, like, not yell at people and banning them, but my point is like, if you're a one viewer Andy, like, you start out just like me, you have to learn these things so you can deal with it yourself.
Crew is either pranking Tyler with the editing or they just don't give a shit. This is a real clip from the masterclass.
Takis. Gaming is intense, but Takis are seriously intense. And
that's not the
Oh my god!
original commercial. He doesn't shit and fart in the actual ad.
Call out your regulars and loyal viewers. They'll keep coming back.
What up, this? How you doing, bro? Fufo, I think that's your one sub.
Make sure to always talk to your chat. After all, they're your friends. Welcome back, Dick Lord. Thanks for the 6 months.
Chat, which one of you has the most outrageous name? Like, actually. I think we have a Richard Dick or something? Big old Richard? Fudanari lover. Oh my god, man. Big old Dick, yeah. Big old Richard is one of my favorites because I just call him Big old Dick and he doesn't say anything. I hope it's not bullying. What's the worst name you've actually read out loud? There was a guy that followed me, and when I had basically like 5 followers a stream and I'd get excited, I'd thank people when they followed me, and some guy's name was I am a pussy, but it's spelled like fucked up, so it didn't hit me until it happened. His name was like I am a pussy, and I said I am a pussy. He actually got me, okay?
How's your dog doing, by the way?
What's up, bro?
You don't have a then get one so I can talk to you.
you now have a lot of pressure on you to set good examples. It is going to be up to you to instill good morals, or the morals that you have, into your audience. You know, not promote harassment and not promote, you know, being negative.
You're trash.
No.
You're awful. You're so stupid.
You know, and just when I
This is why I don't play games on stream, chat. No, nah. Go to Home Depot right now, get yourself a rope and tie it together so that you can see your family over there. Oh my god.
thought some of his advice was starting to dip in quality, he drops this banger.
I have a Fortnite skin. It is no surprise that the best titles can grab potential viewers who are scrolling through channels.
Yeah, so, you know, if you want to get a lot of views on a video, just get Fortnite to make you a skin.
Okay, hold on. I know Drew is like doing this as a bit. Obviously, I know that Drew's not that stupid. However, it is very much an important factor to have good titles. Good titles and good thumbnails are like a good 50 to like 40%.
And put you
Of a
in
video.
the item shop. And then just tell people about it. Guaranteed millions of views, dude. And it works every time. You gotta try it. Actually, a lot of the final section of this class is about these like completely unattainable things you could do to get bigger.
I always expressed my personality in gaming, but wanted to break out and do other forms of media and entertainment to expand my audience.
Welcome to the Daily Show.
Thank you for having me.
Don't just be a streamer, go on TV.
I wanted to be known in Hollywood, so I went on shows like Ellen and The Tonight Show and The
I feel like they wanted to package this as like a documentary about Ninja's life, and then they said, you know what? We could probably repackage this into like $140 course to how to be a streamer if we like fluff it up with a little bit of like directional instructions by Ninja. Why didn't you think of going on Ellen, Alana? I think she's a piece of shit. Apparently she abuses people and like yells at them and is just a really unlikable person.
Masked Singer, and was eventually cast in movies like Free Guy.
Come on, get your name out there.
What?
Be in a movie. I know it sounds crazy, but it makes a big difference.
Collaborations are a great way to get more people to your stream, and it's very exciting for your viewers.
And of course, you gotta play Fortnite with Drake. You may think, I don't need to do that, but don't underestimate how big.
Chat, we need to start playing Fortnite with Ninja.
That could be for your career.
Starting out, you might not get to game with a celebrity.
But Ninja, you just said I could! Where he could have at least stuck the landing a little bit with some solid marketing tips. The branding section at the end just annoyed me because of how unspecific everything is. It's basically just a long list of Tyler's accomplishments.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It started off as a documentary and they decided to bulk it out.
Most of which you're probably already aware of if you
You
spent
deal with Obama.
$200 to take a ninja class. He continually stresses the importance of branding, which I agree with, but doesn't give you any tangible steps on how to do it. And I don't expect this class to suddenly transition into a graphic design lesson, but you know, if this is Masterclass's definitive how to stream course, they could at least go into some detail about the basic stream assets that you need to make. Your subscriber emotes, your channel banner, your alerts, the screen that says start.
I still don't think these are even remotely as important as streaming itself. Again, I would not be the person I am today. First of all, I was really comfortable with streaming only one game because it never affected me like mentally. I could stream for like 6 hours playing DBD. Even if my talking wasn't amazing or anything, it still got me like to be confident enough to like turn on the stream button. I had nothing. I didn't even have like a picture. I had like a picture that didn't move. Just a little like cat emote or something.
Starting soon,
Or a
or be
GIF.
right back. You know, all those things you can put in to make your stream unique to you. He barely even
Sure.
mentions any of those things. He's kind of just like, look at my logo. Isn't it a cool logo?
Whoa.
Joke's on you. It's not even my fucking logo anymore. I made a worse one. Also, why even include a section about brand deals? This
Oh
is
my
a 30-day class. No one starting a stream from scratch is worried about doing a brand deal before they've even streamed.
I didn't even get my first sponsorship until about 8 months into streaming. Yeah. Maybe like for Raid Shadow Legends, but nothing like super serious. Raid Shadow Legends, like, they hook you up like instantly as soon as you start streaming to more than like 10 people. It's kind of funny.
For a month.
This is something that's going to be online forever and hopefully teaching people how to become amazing professional streamers for decades, for a millennia to come.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
1,000 years from now.
Millennia.
1,000 years from now, people are still going to be watching this class.
Bro, 1,000 years ago, we didn't even have hygiene like 1,000 years ago. People were like bathing in rivers, man. What the hell are you smoking, man?
Voila.
I think that a good portion of the beginning of this course is helpful to someone who wants to start streaming and they have no idea what to do. But it is very clear to me that not nearly enough care or attention was put into this for it to be worthy of the cost. Also, like, I don't think Ninja is just this undeniably affable guy. He's just really fucking good at Fortnite. And you can't teach someone to be as good as he is. You especially can't.
And he had a good personality for like entertaining younger audiences. You can't discredit it and say it's only because he was good at Fortnite. There were plenty of people who were really good at Fortnite and they didn't have a good personality. I watched an entire video dedicated to that guy that fell off a cliff because he only streamed Fortnite and it turns out he wasn't actually that good.
Teach someone to be
More
really good
entertaining.
at a brand new game and be better than everyone else at
Excuse me, Miss Solana, but they do had baths. Fuck you.
it before they've all caught up to you. Because that was kind of the initial
Yeah,
wave
myth.
of the
Yeah,
early
myth.
days of Fortnite for him. So to be someone who already has a net worth of like $50 million, and then you charge all your most hardcore fans off the promise that maybe they'll be famous like you, it's bullshit, man. This sucks. What I did genuinely enjoy the most about this was the community aspect of it. Like I said, there's a point where Ninja kind of puts the burden on you to support each other's streams, but for the most part,
Yeah.
people did. And that's cool because it's pretty easy to get selfish when you're starting something and you're like, you know what? That's great. I see that you're streaming. I love that for you. But could someone watch my stream maybe? So it was cool to see people go out of their way to compliment someone's setup or answer a question that someone had.
Aw,
It's funny to
that's
me
cute.
that potentially the most valuable part of the class is the one part that Ninja has no involvement in.
There's so many cool people taking this class with all different kinds of content. I saw a Lego building stream. I saw a couple that streams at Disneyland.
But my favorite streamer
Yeah.
by far was this kid, Plushy Orca.
If we don't get this dub, I'll eat a spoonful of mayonnaise. No spoonful of mayonnaise for me.
Tell me that
Now that right there, that kid needs to keep going. He should at least try.
that's not the most badass
Already.
clip
Let's
you've
go.
ever seen. To their credit, the class does have its own TA that goes around, you know, interacting with people's posts, but it's never anything super specific to that person.
What's your favorite piece
Obviously.
of decor? What's your favorite conversation piece? What's your favorite
This might even be an AI chat. What is your favorite piece or prop? Your mom's pussy.
piece or prop? Are you working on building connections in other communities? Are you working on building connections in other communities? Tom, are you building connections? Let's go.
Let's go!
Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
And before you ask, the TA is not Ninja himself. Not that I would expect him to be, although it would be really funny if he was commenting on these in third person. No, the TA is a mysterious and unknown
It's an AI, probably.
entity. One who's really only there to make the community section seem more valuable than it actually is. The one silver lining with this course, if you spent almost $200 and you got to this point and you're like, that's it? Is that you're still able to watch a shit ton of content on masterclass. It's just a matter of whether that's something that actually has value to you, because it might not. You might have noticed Marquez Brownlee just launched his own course about video creating and posting, and I feel like this class
That's
is
cool.
just so much beefier than the one I just watched. He has a 21-minute video entirely dedicated to lenses. If you've ever watched his content, you know that he's extremely tech savvy, and he also has a much more natural teaching cadence with the way he lays out information. Whereas
Well, that's because he makes not tutorials. He does reviews and he plans everything out. Ninja's just a dude. Yeah, he's a tech person. Ninja just streams Fortnite and hits the gritty, man.
Tyler, I assume, was just riffing things off the top of his head, which is probably why he
Yeah.
constantly trailed off into silence.
Streaming just gave me the platform to, and I think that's how, you know,
I feel kind of attacked. I feel like I do this a lot. You have something to add unlike him? No, man. I just forget what I'm talking about or where I was going, and then I think I'm stupid. No, seriously, I understand the headspace. You start saying something, and then you just don't finish it because you're like, wait a minute, this is dumb, or I sound dumb, so I'm not gonna, like, finish my thought. Yeah, I feel actually pretty upset by this. I'm not gonna lie.
But, I mean, my recommendation is...
But you know what? It's not fair of me to just sit here and criticize Ninja without taking his tips and tricks into the real world. So for the next 3 weeks, I will be following his advice to a T as I create my own Twitch channel and try to build it from the ground up with no promotion whatsoever.
Yeah, but you already are a YouTuber. I feel like people recognize this guy. I'm actually kind of impressed with how Drew used to just be like a TikTok Vine person, and they transitioned into YouTube. Yeah, I might, you know what, good for him. Working on it.
Now, obviously, I don't want this Twitch account to link back to me in any way. If someone finds my channel, I want it to be entirely organic. So I'm going to try to create a persona that's both generic and yet still true to my own brand. I can't believe that name wasn't already taken. After some light branding and a little bit of finagling on OBS, I hit start on my very first stream ever. And I forgot to enable VODs beforehand, so there is no record of it. And of course I had one of the most insane Fortnite wins I've ever had. I somehow escaped so many near-death experiences and made it all the way to the end, and then I won because the last player left just died. I didn't shoot him, I didn't see him, he must have just walked into the storm, I guess, because I won without doing anything.
Nice.
And you can't even see my reaction to it. Once I realized that I had nothing important to do for the rest of the day until my wife came home in a couple hours, I went live for another first stream. This time I had old school RuneScape open while I spent 8 minutes trying to figure out how to get a chat overlay on stream. If you're wondering,
Let's go! RuneScape!
I learned how to do that from a free YouTube video, not the class that I paid for. But right as I was settled in and satisfied with my work, the unexpected happened. Someone showed up. The possibility of this happening was so minuscule in my mind that I was not prepared for this at all.
Dude, I remember the first time I ever had like a memorable interaction in chat. I had the tag Dommy Mommy Financial Kink in my chat. In my tags, and the guy came in and said, "Can I support you, please?" And I said no, and he said, "Okay, have a nice day." And I was like, okay, I'm removing that tag from now on. Yeah.
I actually almost panicked and ended stream. What if I panicked and ended stream? But I stayed on for a few minutes and had a short conversation with her. She told me she plays RuneScape too and was literally just scrolling through the OSRS tab on Twitch, and she clicked on my stream because my name was Scoliosis King. So 1 point for my awesome branding. What a great day. But obviously I still wasn't satisfied, so before my third stream, I did a little bit of work to make the viewer experience better. I put the Finding Nemo DVD menu on the TV in this stock photo I found. I made a couple playlists for different moods I might find myself in.
Stream emo.
And then I started stream with my microphone off for 2 minutes. You know, and that's the thing
I still do this to this day, man.
about going live in front of 0 viewers. There's no stakes, no pressure, no one to tell you that your audio levels are terrible. Oopsies. For stream number 4, I made sure to test the audio levels beforehand, so that was good to go. And then I put on a hat. I guess you could say I was learning. Even though no one technically
he needs to dye his hair next.
Watched the stream or, you know, even tuned in at any point. I felt good about my growth as a streamer. I was kicking ass in the game. No spoonful of mayonnaise for me. I was being relatable. Y'all ever drink water before? I felt like if I just stuck to it, things would turn around eventually. And then my next stream took all the wind out of my sails. It was a combination of things. I was doing one of my least favorite Slayer tasks in RuneScape, a game I've already been getting kind of bored of lately. I am bored of this game. I was really tired that day.
Yeah, RuneScape comes in phases. Sometimes you get really bored after playing for a while. Yeah.
And the repetitiveness of what I was doing certainly didn't help. When there's no one there to bounce energy off of, it's really hard to maintain energy. And you feel like you should the whole time, just in case someone pops in and you have like 2 seconds to lure them in and you never know when it's gonna be, so you have to always be ready. Thank you so much to everybody who watched today, which from the looks of it was nobody. But even at this point,
I used to do sign-offs like that too, man. I knew no one was watching except for my friend that left it on mobile or their PC when they went to work. Yeah, you'd be like, all right, thanks guys, thanks for the stream, I'll see you later, bye.
I tried to stay optimistic and keep focusing on improving the quality of my stream. I thought I had a pretty funny idea for the alert that would play whenever I got a new follower or subscriber. The thing is, like, that doesn't matter if no one's doing either of those things. So I took matters into my own hands by blowing the dust off the Stream Deck that I bought in 2020 and never opened. With this device, I could repurpose all of the sound effects I've saved on my computer over the years, including this fart compilation that I forgot was over a minute long. For my 7th attempt, I put everything that I had learned thus far together and had what I think was my best stream yet. Thanks for jumping out of the bush so I could see where you were, dude. I was energetic. I was being a little goofball.
Just being a goofball.
I was making wacky faces left and right, just like the master himself. But yet again, I looked over and no one was there to watch. It was frustrating to feel like I was finally starting to hit my stride creatively, but it wasn't making a difference because no one was finding my stream. At this point, I had utilized just about every tip that Ninja had given me and then some. And still it wasn't working. I knew that something drastic had to change, but what?
Chat, what do you do?
My crazy hair?
Chat, come on. What do you do in this situation? Hair dye? No!
Like crazy blue hair.
No, you started a YouTube channel. Come
Blue
on.
hair, blue-haired person. My recommendation is dyeing my hair blue.
Blue. Oh my god.
I probably could have just bought a wig. Too late. Didn't think about that in time. So at this point, you're probably wondering, Drew, did you really spend 4 hours in a hair salon just because Ninja mentioned his hair a few times? And also, did you have to download Instacart this week because you're too embarrassed to go to the grocery store? Yes to both. But the reason I dyed
I don't blame him.
my hair is because I had something crazy in mind for the culmination of my journey. I was going to do a 24-hour stream. This was a big leap for me. Up until this point, I had only streamed for like an hour or two at a time just to dip my toes in the pool. And now I was going to jump upside down into the ocean. So with my wife away for the weekend and my hair the color of toothpaste, around 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, I began what I assumed would be the most successful night of my Twitch career.
God, Chad, I did 24 hours once without sleeping. I will never do that ever again. That was horrific.
I was wrong. I got off to a pretty hot start, honestly. I was feeling good. Turns out the beginning of a 24-hour stream is the same as a regular stream because you haven't done the 24-hour part yet. Really, this is no different than what I normally do. I'm just playing video games. No one's watching me. I'm talking out loud to myself. Well, I shouldn't say no one is watching. There was a point early on where a spam bot came in and advertised something.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of those. Or people trying to strike up a conversation and they turn out to be an art scammer. My favorite is like, they'll be like, oh, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Oh, I'm good, thank you. Do you want to check out my portfolio?
Sure would be great if they showed Ninja's screen during that lesson on how to ban someone from your chat. Then I would know how to do it. It was several hours before any real person joined. It was my follower, Samantha. She didn't like my hair, so...
That hair is awful. I hate it. This is how it feels when you change VTuber models. I fucking hate your VTuber model. Can you fucking go back? You piece of shita. Poor guy. Yeah, his ego is like destroyed.
That's not good. Now, before all this, I had recently begun a pretty regimented meal plan, and I didn't want to lose all my progress just because of this video. So I made sure to use sound alerts to build reminders into the stream.
Dude, his toes are massive. What the hell is this guy eating? Some toe growing fucking oatmeal?
Oatmeal time!
Oatmeal time!
It's time to eat some oatmeal.
Oh my gosh.
Suck my own dick! A fun surprise happened about 3.5 hours into the stream. A new viewer showed up. I got a new person. Welcome in. I've streamed so many times. I've only had one chatter. I was confused by his message, though. He said 24 hours?
Chucky Suckies.
Really? Like he doesn't believe that I could do it. You don't know anything about me, dude. You don't know what kind of resolve I have. Then he told me that I look really bored and that I should chew on something. You know?
Oh my god. You know what's the funniest part? I actually think this is real, man. You look really bored. You should chew on something. You should shake your titties up and down.
It's not my fault that I have resting bored face, because my face does this. That was his final message in the chat. He never came back. When 4 o'clock rolled around, it was time for my yogurt.
It's yogurt time!
For the record, I hate the taste of these yogurts. They taste like ass.
I hope it sends me to hell.
And it was around this time when the cracks were starting to form. The regret that I felt from blowing it with Chucky earlier was really sending me on a downward spiral. I started listening to Doodle Bop songs. I took multiple Doodle Bops quizzes. I found out I was Rooney. 6 hours in, I made me as Ninja on The Sims. And I designed him a beautiful house with no privacy except for one curtain by the kitchen toilet. He also had a basement stream room filled with trees and portraits of faraway landscapes, places he couldn't go to because he was on house arrest for tax evasion. I forgot that I accidentally made him really mean though, so every time he tried to talk to someone, it would turn contentious immediately. The only thing he ever wanted to do with them was get into a fist fight. I figured he was just lonely and didn't know how to express himself, so I put in an online order of a cat. A guy from the adoption agency brought him out to me, and I got him confused with a different cat that I spent the next 2 hours talking to. So the guy took the cat that I was supposed to adopt, and the cat that I was talking to walked off my lot, and I never saw him again. So that was when I stopped playing The Sims. A third of the way there, my one follower Samantha suggested GeoGuessr, and this was perfect for the state of mind that I was in. A few weeks ago, I was watching—
Dude, GeoGuessr hits different, man. Chat, wow, GeoGuessr, I bet I could thrash all of you.
This guy Banthony refused to end his stream until he hit a state streak on GeoGuessr of 100. It ended up taking him 150 hours to do it, but when he finally did, it was one of the greatest moments I've ever seen on Twitch.
I can't look! I can't look! I can't look! I can't look! Yes! 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 Yes!
Not to brag or anything, but I'm pretty good at GeoGuessr too. My state streak is
I'm good at WoW GeoGuessr, not state GeoGuessr.
At this point, my focus was solely on marching forward. No one else had popped in at all, so I was just trying to kill time. I got over 2 hours out of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I even beat one of the hardest scenarios in the game without breaking a sweat. I am a gamer god. Why is no one here to appreciate it? Around 4 a.m., I was starting to get a little tired, so I began a new playthrough of
the last 8 hours of a 24-hour stream is actual pure unadulterated agony.
Wolfenstein 2 on the hardest difficulty?
This is how you go down, Nazi.
All things considered, went all right for a bit, until I hit what proved to be an impenetrable wall. So I mumbled something incoherent, exited out of the game, and went on a short break of 3 hours and 42 minutes.
I didn't go to sleep, and I don't want to go back to sleep, or
I don't want to go to sleep for the first. I guess I thought about it and I was like, no one even knows that I'm here. If I go to sleep right now, it's not like anyone will say, Drew, hey, buddy, wake up. You gotta finish
Oh no, is he gonna fall asleep on stream and then like people come in and like bully him?
your stream. They wouldn't say anything because no one even knows that I'm doing this. As I drifted off to
True.
sleep on my couch that's not quite long enough to hold a human-sized man, I started to have crazy dreams. The viewer count was climbing fast. 100, 1,000, 10,000 people all here to cheer me on and say pog and whatever KEKW means. I got to show them the game I invented that had a perfect score on Metacritic. It was
Pog.
Harry Potter themed. I don't know how I got the rights to that. Everybody applauded my effort and congratulated me on a job well done. And then 3 hours later, I woke up and no one was there. Obviously. If people weren't joining the stream before, they weren't gonna pop in
He should have done a sleep stream where it's showing his feet. He would have gotten more viewers.
now and wait an
mistake.
indefinite amount of time for me to return from my hiatus. At this point, the stream was just a Spotify playlist gone rogue and my Be Right Back screen that I was probably using a little inaccurately. But I went and grabbed my cold brew from yesterday out of the fridge and popped on some GeoGuessr while I slowly woke myself up. Oh no. It transported me back to the past. I gotta
Wait,
find
what?
Doc. Even in this mental
Wait, what? This guy's cooked.
state, I managed to reach a new record-breaking state streak. That's right, 6. Time was
Damn.
melting away, and as the sun moved further and further towards the center of the sky, I knew that the prison sentence I had forced upon myself would soon be complete. With about 90 minutes left of stream, I decided that I would get a Fortnite dub right as time expired.
Nice.
A lofty goal, I know, but I was up for the challenge. Just kidding. This is some of the worst Fortnite I've ever played in my life. Turns out
Yeah,
video
you're
games
sleepy
are
prone.
way harder when your brain doesn't work. With a little under 30 minutes left, my boy Eddie popped in, and it was a glorious moment. 4 years ago, my Twitch career began alongside him, and even though I followed that up with roughly a 1,500-day break, it felt so poetic to be right back where I started. And during our second
I think that being in a voice chat with someone else really helps. It does. Keeps things going.
of 2 games together, he died because he went to ping an enemy and his controller made him take a selfie. But not
Controller. Yeah, that's your issue. Roller players should not have rights.
even yet another quick loss could bring me down at this point. I was so close to being done. Who gives a shit? Fuck this stupid game. When it was time to get my dub right as the clock hit 24, I realized that wasn't going to happen, so instead I jumped off a cliff and lived. The stream is over. I never have to do this again. I'm never going to do this again.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ninja. So let's recap. I streamed for about 40 hours on this account, and during that time, roughly 25 people came in at different points, but almost none
that's
of them
not
stayed
bad.
for more than a few seconds. 3 people actually typed a message in the chat, but one of them was a bot. After spending $150 to dye my hair and delivering 24 straight hours of high-octane content, except when I fell asleep, I grew all the way from 1 follower to 1. I still have 1 follower. Big shout out to Samantha. You were there from the beginning.
Aww.
You were the only one there. At any
Awesome. Oh,
point. So even though things didn't exactly work out for me, I don't think Ninja's class is entirely useless. He taught me how to set up OBS.
No, it's just overpriced.
Everything else, like all of the specific overlays I wanted to do, using the Stream Deck for sound effects and scene changes, I fucking Googled all that. And it was free! There are a handful of people on Masterclass who don't speak much publicly, so if you're like a massive fan of them, it would probably be worth it to hear Mariah Carey, for instance, talk about singing. I'm not trying to learn how to sing, but it'd probably be pretty cool to hear her talk about it, you know? But even if you are the world's biggest Ninja fan, I promise you, you have not run out of Ninja content to watch. He's probably streaming right now. And if you want to learn how he streams, pay attention to what he does and take notes. That's it. He's good at his job. He's been doing this for a long time. I think an aspiring streamer could learn a lot just from watching him. But you don't need to pay him $180 to tell you, you know, sometimes I talk in a funny voice. Out of all
Chat, I'm gonna be realistic. You should probably just study people and watch them instead of paying them money to, like, ask them questions and shit. Pippa did a really good course for, like, VTuber beginnings. Yeah, it's on her YouTube. I watched it, even though most of it I know, but, like, still, I wanted to see. It's cool.
all the jobs on Masterclass, his is the most publicly available. Like, I can't just walk into a kitchen and look over a chef's shoulder to see how they made something. I don't know the process of writing poetry just because I read a finished poem. I don't know what goes into getting a series picked up just because I watched the show. There are plenty of classes on here where that kind of inside look is something that's unique and valuable. But Ninja is showing you how to do his job every time he does his job, because that's part of the job. You can't stream if you're not showing people. I lost my mind. My hair is blue and I lost my mind. I'm gonna take a walk.
Yeah, I think the blue hair dye seeped into his skull.
Babe, there's a guy in our kitchen. Don't worry, it's just me. And I'm here to cook today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Having food delivered straight to your door is one of life's greatest luxuries, especially when your hair glows in the dark. Here's the thing, if I'm not looking in a mirror, I forget about this. I can't see the top of my head from this angle, so I forget that I look like if a cupcake came to life. I had a neon billboard painted onto my scalp demanding that everybody stare at me, and I don't like to be perceived. So HelloFresh is good for that. The reason I've been subscribed to HelloFresh for years before this, though, is because of how much structure it adds to my life. When left to my own devices, I will often eat the worst and possibly most expensive food I can imagine, because I waited too long to plan a meal and now I'm too hungry to think clearly. But every day that I have one of these bags in my fridge, I don't have to resort to that. My brain can stay on Dumbo mode and I can still have a fun and tasty meal. There's so much variety on their menu and they're constantly adding new stuff. I'm talking meatballs, fish, burgers, chickpea fritters, buffalo pork chops. They've got a bunch of vegetarian and kid-friendly meals. They've got lunches you can make in 10 minutes, dinners you can make in 20, and they even have little cheesecakes. Anything you could possibly be in the mood for, they probably have it. And not only does HelloFresh help me save time grocery shopping, it also helps me cut down on food waste. Their supply chain is more streamlined compared to traditional grocery shopping, which helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions, according to a University of Michigan study. And on top of that, I'm about to save you so much freaking money. If you go to HelloFresh.com and use my promo code I'mALittleStinker16, you can get up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Surprise, I'm in the box. Imagine. No, I don't actually know what the surprises are. They won't tell me. They said I haven't earned their trust yet. Again, that's code I'mALittleStinker16, link in description. Hey, so does like anyone know when blue hair goes away? Or don't get me wrong, I love it. It looks so good and it suits me really well. But I keep turning all the pillows in my house blue, and I'd like to not do that anymore.
Oh my god. Wait, that's not supposed to happen? Wait, that's not supposed to happen. Really? Are you sure you went to a professional salon?
So I'm sure a bunch of people are going to go follow the Scoliosis King account on Twitch, and that's great. I appreciate it. I'm never going to stream on there, though. If I do ever stream on Twitch in the future, just follow me at Drew is Good, and I'll put the link in the description. There's people I've been subscribed to for like 3 or 4 years now, and I'd like to keep that streak on there. So I'm not going to make a new account and lose all that, you know. To all the people watching this video 1,000 years from now, hello. Hello. I'm dead. I probably died 940 years ago. I don't know. But if you are watching this in the year 3022, comment down below what life is like. Is Florida underwater? Who's the president? Is The Simpsons still on? To everyone else, I will see you in the next video that I make, where I will be spinning around the whole time until we all get dizzy. So, see you then.
That was a powerful video. Chat, I actually learned a lot. Just kidding, I learned nothing. I just talked about my experiences as streaming. That was good. Chat, did you enjoy that? I did. Yeah, clappies. I liked it. Oh, yeah.